Hello there my beautiful friends and welcome back to my channel. If last time we discussed how to get started with our creative work, today we will talk about how to keep going and be creative in both good and bad times. As you might have already guessed, today we will be discussing the book Keep Going by Austin Kleon. I really like his books and I think they are a great addition to your library. They work as great coffee table books. You can read them fully in about an hour, but you can also just open them and flip through the pages for some inspiration whenever you feel like it. The book can be read by literally anyone, but I think it will surely resonate with all of us creatives. The main idea of the book is to encourage you to stay creative because, let's be honest, being creative is hard and sometimes it is difficult to find your inner motivation. In today's session, we will discuss some interesting ideas presented in the book and I will share my perspective and experience on this topic. So, let's get started. The book aims to provide strategies and approaches to help you persevere in your creative journey even when things get tough, because they most probably will. Lesson 1. Take one day at a time. Let's consider the following quote. None of us know what will happen. Don't spend time worrying about it. Make the most beautiful thing you can. Try to do that every day. That's it. I would say this louder for the people in the back, especially for me. This serves as a good reminder that instead of focusing on what cannot be known or controlled, we should direct our energy towards the present moment and what we can act on now. Next, let's explore another quote. The creative life is not linear. It is not a straight line from point A to B. It's more like a loop or a spiral in which you keep coming back to a new starting point after every project. No matter how successful you get, no matter what level of achievement you reach, you will never really arrive. Other than that, there is no finish line or retirement for a creative person. This reminds me of stories I've read about Hans Zimmer, the legendary film composer, who has spoken about his fear of losing his talent in various interviews throughout his career. Zimmer has mentioned feeling pressure to continually innovate and deliver exceptional work in the highly competitive film industry. This pressure can sometimes manifest as a fear of not being able to maintain the level of creativity and success he has achieved. In interviews, Zimmer has expressed that he often confronts self-doubt and the fear of failing to meet his own high standards. He has discussed how he pushes himself to explore new musical territories and techniques to avoid becoming stagnant in his compositions. Despite his fears, Zimmer has continued to produce groundbreaking and influential music for some of the most significant films of our time. This serves as a great example of the idea that the creative life and process are like a loop or a spiral in which you keep coming back to a new starting point after every project. The chapter tells us we have so little control of our lives. The only thing we can really control is what we spend our days on. You might find this idea refreshing, that each day is a new beginning, a fresh start. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday. You will start today from scratch. We need to focus on today and not dwell on the past or the future, as that will only lead to negative feelings, as the following quote suggests. It is not the experiences of today that drives man mad. It is remorse or bitterness for something that happened yesterday or the dread of what tomorrow may bring. Closing this point with a reflection on the provided quote. Every day is like a blank page. When you are finished filling it, you can save it, you can crumple it up, or you can slide it into the recycle bin and let it be. Only time will tell you what it was worth. This perspective resonates deeply with me as it relieves the pressure of expecting every single day to be perfect, reminding us that a bad day is just a single page in the story of our lives. Each day offers opportunities for growth, learning, and unexpected blessings. Sometimes what initially appears as a setback or disappointment may, in hindsight, reveal itself as a pivotal moment or a valuable lesson. Embracing this perspective allows us to approach each day with openness and resilience, knowing that time will ultimately reveal the true significance of our experiences. Second lesson: disconnect from the world to connect with yourself. I believe this passage encapsulates the main idea of the chapter. Creativity is about connection. You must be connected to others in order to be inspired and share your own work. But it is also about disconnection. You must retreat from the world long enough to think, practice your art, and bring forward something worth sharing with others. The main idea of this chapter is that you need some time for yourself, disconnected from others, where you can focus on your own work. Third lesson: creativity is not a noun. In this segment, I'll be sharing with you two insightful quotes. The first one says, "You have to have done something before you can be said to have done something." The title of artist, architect, or musician needs to somehow be earned. This quote emphasizes the importance of action over self-definition. It urges us to prioritize doing rather than merely labeling ourselves. Similarly, let's take a look at another quote which says, "I don't know what I am. I know that I am not a category. I am not a thing, a noun. I aspire to work an evolutionary process." I find this quote quite encouraging as it suggests that we are not confined to fixed categories, rather our actions define us. It highlights the idea that we are in constant state of evolution and development, continuously changing and shaping our identities through our own efforts. Fourth lesson: to change is to be alive. This chapter covers the concept that one is permitted to evolve their perspectives and opinions over time as they gain deeper insight into various subjects. It encourages embracing the uncharted territories of exploration. One paragraph that resonated deeply with me and that I believe encapsulates the essence of this lesson is as follows. Social media has turned us into politicians and brands. Everyone's supposed to be on brand now, and the worst thing in the world is to be off brand. But to be on brand is to be 100% certain of who you are and what you do, and certainly in art and in life that is not only completely overrated, it is also a roadblock to discovery. Uncertainty is the very thing that art thrives on. Insightful, right? Fifth lesson: make the world a better place. For this chapter, I want to read you a paragraph from the book, a paragraph that really speaks to me. Art is not only made from the things that spark joy. Art is also made out of what is ugly or repulsive to us. Part of the artist's job is to help tidy up the place, to make order out of chaos, to turn trash into treasure, to show us beauty where we can see it. I find it intrusive sometimes to think about some of the slogans we use for creative work. Make your mark, put a dent in the universe, move fast and break things. These slogans assume that the world is in need of marking or denting or breaking, and that the cosmic purpose of human being is vandalism. Things are already a mess out there. We've made enough of a mark on this planet. What we need are fewer vandals and more cleanup crews. We need art that tidies, art that mends, art that repairs. Let's find some better slogans. Maybe we could look at medicine. First, do no harm. Or maybe we could leave the language from signs you see in parks. Leave things better than you found them. It would be a great start. I want to end this video by reading you a paragraph from this book that puts all of the information into perspective. Whenever life gets overwhelming, go back to chapter 1 of this book and think about your days. Try your best to feel them in ways that get you a little closer to where you want to be. Go easy on yourself and take your time. Worry less about getting things done. Worry more about things worth doing. Worry less about being a great artist. Worry more about being a good human being who makes art. Worry less about making a mark. Worry more about leaving things better than you found them. Keep doing your works, whatever they may be. Keep going. Now, I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video and spending some time with me, and see you in the next video. Bye!